And welcome back. Welcome back, everybody. This is the Stone and Crane Show where we miss weeks and just nothing you can do about it.
Yeah. Oh, we only missed one?
Oh, we missed 1 week. Got pretty busy.
Yeah.
Life happens. You know how it is. Anyways, on to the point of today's show. We are going to be talking about a Netflix show called Love, Death, and Robots? Or is it just Love, Death, Robots? Or you honestly forgot?
I think it's Love, Death, and Robots.
Yeah, Love, Death,
sure
and Robots. I shouldn't question myself. I'm always right. Anyways, moving on. If you haven't seen this show, it is an animated show that really just features short stories, right? So every episode is between like five, not even five. Some of them are like four to 15 minutes. There's some longer ones, 15-minute shows.
Most of them, yeah.
Really, with the key focus is just some amazing artwork, honestly, and some great CGI work. The show is quite fantastic. So we're gonna be going through. There are 2 seasons out currently for Love, Death, and Robots. We are going to be going over every episode between the 2 seasons and ranking them anyhow. Let me pull up my screen for everybody. Just realized I didn't make things to cover up the ads, so you're going to have to deal with them. Anyways.
Go to, you can go to display mode or whatever. Scroll down a little bit. Yeah. It's kind of like presentation mode.
Oh, presentation mode.
Wow.
Pow! You learn something new every day. So here are the episodes. I was about to say they're in order, but 3 Robots is first, but Good Hunting is not second. So, we'll just kind of go.
Definitely not in order.
We'll probably throw some up there and maybe move them around. So let's just jump right.
Well, do you want to start with our least favorite since we're ranking them one actually from 26 to 21 first?
Ooh, yeah.
Because I don't know if we can.
You're right. Jumping around is going to be way too hard. So, yes. Let's...
Yeah, because I had it. Yeah, because I did the S to D tier list when I did it by myself. So, but if we want to do 1 to 26, I mean, I have mine pretty much ranked that way already.
You know what? I thought about it this morning. It's like, you know what? I haven't actually ranked them out myself, but I don't need to. I'm sitting here right now.
Well, we can do it right now. We'll talk about it.
Yeah. So let's go. Yeah, let's just go with our number 26, which I think you and me have the same number 26. I'm not 100% sure.
Automated custom service.
Yes. So automated custom service. Let's give the worst part about it is this is the first episode of the 2nd season.
Wait,
so you're hyped.
Heavy spoilers. Heavy spoilers.
Oh yeah. That should be obvious.
We're gonna ruin these. Yeah, this should be obvious.
If you're a regular on the show, it's already obvious. Anyways, as I was saying, this is the first episode of the 2nd season, and I'm not gonna lie, I got myself pretty hyped up for this 2nd season because of how good the 1st season was. So watching this really sucked, man.
Yeah.
I
mean, it wasn't. I don't think it was horrible, but compared to every other episode ever made in the 1st season, it wasn't up to par in my standards. It was still good. I mean, the animation was clean and everything else. The dog was great, but that was the best part about the whole episode was the dog. Everything else about it was not very. I wasn't a fan, but
so
yeah.
Basically, they got a thing, right? I mean, we don't have to talk about it. I would definitely recommend watching these 2 series. These 2 seasons, sorry. This series is fantastic. Let's just move on.
Yeah.
We just move on. Number 25. I would put The Witness.
Oh, you have The Witness that low?
I do. And I could see why it would go higher.
Wow.
But man, it's tough to pick.
Yeah, I love time loop shit, so
yeah. I don't know, maybe
I have the Tallgrass at 25.
Yeah, Tallgrass is in my bottom 5 as well. I could go with Tallgrass as being next, as being number 25. Okay.
I just feel like the Tallgrass wasn't. I needed more depth to it.
Sure.
It just wasn't. I don't know. I didn't feel anything watching it. I was just like, oh, this is one of those ones. Like, it was probably better as a short story versus an actual animated short clip. Like a short movie. Like the book of it itself, or whatever, the short story of itself written, was probably actually really good because you can get the anticipation because your imagination's going to run wild with it. But on screen, it just, I don't know, I felt like it kind of fell flat.
Sure.
Yeah, if you want to put The Witness 24, I'm.
Where do you got The Witness at?
I have The Witness more like 19. 19,
just outside.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I could bump it up a couple.
But those top, so that's the problem, is like this back 10 for me really can be interchanged.
Okay.
There's not a whole lot of them that are where I'm like, oh yeah, those are where I could like really put my foot down and be like, this one's better than this one. Because to me, they're all sure. Once you get past those two, for me, they're all good. It's just which one do I like more. So.
Yeah, for the most part. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Definitely. If you have The Witness that low, I'm okay with putting them at 24 if that's where you have it that low. Because I have Shapeshifters that low.
Yeah,
mainly because I didn't like. Yeah, I didn't like the animation style as much as I liked the other ones. Where do you have Shapeshifter?
Okay, yeah, I remember Shapeshifter now.
That's the military one.
Yeah, that's like military werewolf? Dogs. That's you're right. After these two, I mean, yeah, The Witness I got lower, but Shapeshifters I liked. It's gonna be hard going forward. Because honestly, your one could be my 20th, and that wouldn't be that.
Well, I think we agree on our one. I think is probably going to be the same.
I've already told you my one. I don't remember if you told me it was the same or not. But
if we want to put it up there, one, we can just get it out of the way. Unless you want to work.
We'll work up to it. We'll keep the people.
Let's just put The Witness at 24.
Witness at 24, and
you
want to put Shapeshift. I'm okay with Shapeshifters at the next at 20. You said 23. Yeah. 26, 25, 24, 23. So we got two more down here at the bottom.
Zima Blue.
See, I liked Zima Blue. I really did.
Yeah, see, that's another one.
I think
it's rough.
Because I could put Zima Blue in 16 through 20. I think would crack my 16 through 20. I should say. I got
which one would you
between Fish Night and oh boy.
See, I'll let you. So Fish Night is. I read the short story of Fish Night. So Fish Night is. I have it in the top in that back 16 to 20, but Fish Night is
okay.
The short story of it explains more.
Sure.
And Fish Night's more of like one of those psychological, philosophical stories and shit. Like when you're reading it and like.
Yeah.
And then when you're watching it, it doesn't do a really good job explaining. You kind of have to like interpret it for your own crap. So compared to everything else, it was really slow and kind of like dull sense-wise compared to everything else. So I can get why it could be lower, especially compared to all the other stuff. I mean, I enjoyed Fish Night a lot, but it's lower. It's lower. I'm not. Once again, I'm not too concerned about it. Fish Night being that low. Because I had Fish Night and Witness like right next to each other because they're kind of like the same thing.
Yeah. You just want to put Fish Night, Zima Blue in the bottom. 21,
yeah,
22?
Do that. Yeah, we can do that.
Okay. Oh, move down. Oh, man. Feels wrong putting Zima Blue down that far, but you gotta win some, you gotta lose some. Next, I would.
Yeah, well, like I said, some of these I won't hold my ground on any of these, like, because like I said, pretty much after Tallgrass and automated customer service, you can really make an argument for the rest of them being good for what they were.
Yeah.
So it's kind of
and animation. Like, all 26 of these was great. It was awesome. Anyways, I got alternate history. I think next, man. The Hitler one.
Oh Jesus!
I got a low.
I have that in my. That's a top 10.
That's top 10 for you? Ooh.
No, it's 11.
11 through.
No, 15. No, that's no. Let me count here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, that's 15. I got it as 15.
Yeah, it's 15. So not completely off, but still a little. There's 5 spots there.
Because I laughed my ass off that entire episode.
Yeah.
So, for like a comedy break of that whole one.
Sure.
Like I fucking cracked up with it and stuff. Amen. So yeah, I mean, what did you like about alternate history?
I don't know. I don't know what. I mean, again, we're talking about everything's good for what it is. I don't know. I guess I just care for the actual story of it. I mean, yes, it was funny, but I don't know. Compared to some of these others, I mean, I could see putting. What do you got at 20?
I had Helping Hand.
Okay. No, I would definitely. It's Helping Hand. See, these are so good, man. It's tough. This is tough.
It's tough. Yeah, I had Helping Hand. I argued with myself with Helping Hand and 3 Robots at that low for me.
Really? You got 3 Robots down?
Yeah.
That's the first one that you see, though, and it's just like. What is this nonsense? It's hilarious and awesome.
Yeah, no, I have 3 bots low, man. Because I've watched the whole thing so many times, man. I've watched them all at least 2 times.
Okay. I got a better idea.
The ones I've watched multiple.
Okay, I got a good idea here. Name your 16 through 20.
Okay, hold on here.
Or what you got in that second to bottom row, basically.
Well, I just rearranged. I put alternate history at 20.
Okay.
I just dropped. I messed around with my stuff to match up with yours, so I kind of rearranged some of my shit.
Oh yeah. Move it back.
Okay, so I have. Shit, I don't remember where it was at now. We got 3 Robots, Helping Hand, The Dump, All Throughout the House, and Life Hutch.
Life Hutch. I already forgot.
And alternate history was right there. Sorry, and alternate history was right there. Alternate history was 15, so it was 16. So it'd be 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So alternate history was 16. And then All Throughout the House, The Dump, Helping Hand, 3 Robots.
Ones I got different. I have Beyond the Aquila Rift.
Aquila Rift.
Yeah, and then Pop Squad I also have down here.
Which one? Pop Squad?
Yeah. Otherwise, I agree with the other ones. You said All Through the. I would put All Through the House at 15, so I could drop that down here. All Through the House is probably the shortest one besides the yogurt one, and it's.
It's good.
It's probably the best per second rated one, just because how short it is, but how awesome it is.
It's pretty good.
And then, what is the other one that we have different? Oh, 3 Robots.
Which ones do you have? Yeah, 3 Robots.
Okay.
But 3 Robots is another one, man. That's another one of those hard ones because I really enjoyed it, but it's like that's a personal taste one. Like, I thought it was funny. I thought it was clever. I thought the animation style was fantastic. I just like the ending of it was like it was kind of cheeky. So I was like, okay, cool, that's funny, haha. But like I was just like, for me, it didn't really hit the impact when I've had other conversations with other people that I've talked about this, the way how much they liked it. Because I've talked to other people, that's their favorite one was 3 Robots. So
yeah, I could see that being.
So I mean, realistically, I would be okay with putting alternate history at 20 if you want to put that one 20.
You want to put alternate history at 20?
Yeah, okay. Let's do 20. I'm like I said, I'm all right with rearranging these.
What did you have at 20?
I had 3 robots.
Oh, jeez.
But we can put that higher. I'm okay. Like I said, I'm okay with
putting 3 robots in this level.
Let's put the dump.
Yeah, okay. I'm good with that. Dump was awesome and hilarious, but yeah, it wasn't that great.
Yeah, I felt
I'd go dump. Life Hutch, you said?
No, Life Hutch I had higher. That's 15 is for me as Life Hutch.
Oh, damn. Oh, all 3.
But I can put it. But I can change it. So like we could put.
No, let's go I had all through the house. You want to go all through the house at 17?
Okay. Sure, let's do all throughout the house at 17.
Okay. All right. Sorry, that would be 18.
18. Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Then it's between for the last 2 spots between us 2. It's 3 robots, Pop Squad, and Beyond. The Aqua Rift. What do you have? Pop Squad and Beyond.
I have Pop Squad at 10.
Okay, we'll put that at least in the next set.
And then I have Aquila Rift at 12. Beyond the Aquila Rift at 12. But like I said, I'm completely good with changing the Aquila Rift to move it back. Because I'd move Life Hutch back too.
Let's go Rift and 3 robots.
Okay.
3 robots at 16. You good with that?
Yeah.
Good with that standings.
Mm-hmm.
This is so tough, man. Mm-hmm. I feel like we could do this in a month and it'd change.
Yeah, dude, it's definitely one of those ones where it's like fucking hard because it's just which ones are you feeling that day, you know?
Right. Like what kind of vibe are you feeling today?
Yeah.
Okay, so we got So we're definitely gonna have Pop Squad in this next set, and I don't know what else. Oh yeah, I'd go the Drowned Giant next.
The Drowned Giant at 16?
15.
Oh, 15? Yeah, I had the Drowned Giant in my top 10.
Did you?
Yeah, I really loved it, man. I thought it was a great way.
Life Hutch. Yeah. What did you have? Oh, you had Life Hutch. I'd go, because I had Life Hutch lower, and you had it, what, at 15, you said?
Yeah, Life Hutch is at 15.
Okay, yeah, let's go 15 at Life Hutch. Michael B. Jordan, by the way. That was great. Do you want to do... What do you got, Ice Age?
Ice Age I have in my top 10.
Yeah, it was pretty good, wasn't it? How about Blind Spot?
Where'd you have Helping Hand at?
Oh, that's the one we're missing.
Yeah, because that's one that I feel like isn't...
I'd put Helping Hand under 3 robots.
Like higher or lower?
Lower than 3 robots. I'd put it between 3 robots and Beyond Aqua Rift. But if you want to put it at 15 or 14...
Let's put Helping Hand at 15.
At 15? Okay.
Yeah.
Life Hutch at 14.
Yep.
Then Pop Squad?
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Because you had it at 11, you said?
Yeah, I'm good with that.
So we're putting it at 13. It's not too bad.
I'm good with Ice Age right there, too.
And then Ice Age.
Yeah, I really enjoyed Ice Age.
We're getting down to the...
I thought the concept of Ice Age was one of the best concepts of a short story of a show that I've ever seen.
No, Ice Age was pretty awesome.
Yeah. It was hilarious, man. It was, I really enjoyed it.
For this next spot, I'd go between Drowned Giant and Blind Spot. That's what I would put.
Okay, yeah. I have.
What do you?
Yeah, I'm good with that. We'll go Drowned Giant.
Drowned Giant at 11?
Yeah.
And Blind Spot at 10?
Yeah.
Or do you want to go? We can talk about
Sucker. I'd go Sucker of Souls.
Sucker of Souls. Sucker of Souls was one of those longer ones. You actually got meteor story, you know.
Yeah, I liked Blind Spot more though.
Blind Spot was pretty funny. Oh,
yeah, I liked it.
Pretty cool.
But I mean, I'm good with Sucker of Souls higher though. I enjoyed it. I love vampire shit, so. Yeah, let's do Blind Spot at 10. I'm good with that. Yeah, because you're right. Yeah, I mean, they're just. I do wish when I got done watching Blind Spot, I wanted more, which is good and bad.
Oh, I'm thinking of. Okay. Yeah. Okay. No. Okay. I actually could have put. I'd have been okay with going Sucker of Souls at 10. I was thinking of. I keep getting Sucker of Souls and Good Hunting mixed up for some reason.
Oh yeah.
That's why I meant. That's why I said Meteor Story. Yeah, Sucker of Souls actually doesn't have that. Isn't that long of a story? So, do you want to switch that?
Yeah, let's switch them.
Okay. Yeah, my bad. Yeah, Sucker Soul with
It's like when they go into the cave and they're like, then
Dracula.
There's like
it's Afraid of the Cats. That was awesome.
That's funny as hell. Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
I love the animation style of that one too. It's great.
Oh yeah. Now this
is people listening. This show goes from like animated style from like what like Pixar type stuff is to like animation styles of like what almost like Japanese anime would be. And it switches to like cartoon style.
And then it goes to CGI.
So like like crazy CGI stuff. There's only 2 live action really ones.
That has partial live action in it. Yes.
The Life
Hutch is probably the biggest one that does a mix. That's CGI live action.
Yeah, Life Hutch and then
Ice Age is kind of a little bit. I mean,
both,
it's contained.
Right?
Yeah. Ice Age is a little more contained, but yeah.
But yeah, just for people that understand, like a lot of these are just. See, when you go through them and watch them, just expect it. Like everyone's different story. Everyone has different animation styles. So like never really expect the same. That's what I really liked about this whole show is it's constantly different. But
so top 8, get a little more serious now. We'll dive into the. I think we'll talk a lot more about these ones stories. So and these are our best. So I would definitely recommend if you're still listening and haven't watched this, it's on Netflix. Easy to find. They're, as I said, 5 to 15 minutes each. These 8. are definitely my top 8.
Yeah.
And they are definitely the best ones to watch.
I agree. I think our number 1 we agree on is the best one.
Yeah.
There's another one in
Dude,
here
I just rewatched Suits and I almost cried the other day.
So
watching that shit, man. That is like so for such a short story to fucking tear-jerk you like dude. To tear-jerk you like that is just like, come on, man. Like,
I'm all goosebumped up, dude. I love that story so much, man. Animation style was fantastic. The voice acting is fantastic, and everything about the story was great. It's great.
So at number
8. So what do you have
number
at
8? I would put When the Yogurt Took Over. Just because of how short it is. It is as Meteor. I would say it's for me. It's the bottom of these 8, just because it's fucking hilarious and awesome. But comparatively,
I've watched that so many times, dude,
I know,
just because of how funny it is, man. And for people that you watch this one, I don't want to spoil it, but watch it. It's just
we can spoil it. That's what I'm saying. Let's spoil these because I want to talk about them.
Yeah, When the Yogurt Took Over.
So they basically make a sentient, what is it, germ or something?
Yeah, they're like trying to do some stuff, and she puts it in her actual yogurt and takes it home, and then it evolves in her fridge, and it becomes sentient, right? It becomes knowledgeable, and then it's so intelligent it knows everything.
Yeah, and it figures out the world's problem that night, by the way.
Yeah, and then they ask to be taken to their leaders, so she takes it to the president, and then they like laugh it off, but then they give it a whole plan,
whole state. Sorry, Ohio.
They asked for Ohio, right? And they kind of laugh it off, and then I can't remember. Then somebody else is going to give.
They said China would give them a whole province, so they gave them Ohio.
They gave them Ohio, and they said that they had to follow this book they put together, and then all the economy of the United States would go. It'd be perfect
in just 1 year. For just one year.
Yeah, but they didn't. Of course, humans they didn't follow it. But Ohio was perfect.
Yep. Eventually, 10 years later, the planet is at peace. Humans live great lives, and the yogurt leaves.
Yep.
The voiceover, by the way, for this episode is awesome. Like the way that he's like fairly monotone for the rest of it, and then all of a sudden he gets worried because like he's talking from the future, saying they're leaving us. What will we do?
Yeah, so good, man.
It is
such a great episode.
It is. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh boy, number 7 we gotta get to.
I have Ice.
Ice, I am okay with that. I think personally I liked Ice better than Snow in the Desert. I think I already told you that. I think Ice was my favorite season 2 episode.
Yeah.
But I can understand. I think I loved it so much just because I loved the artwork so much, and the story was fine. The story was great. So it's about. So this is in the far future, where like humans and kind of mech humans, I would say. Like, how do you? It was weird.
No, they're like mutated, right? They're mutated, like mechanical in a way.
So they're able to survive in better conditions than normal humans, which our main character at least seems like probably you and I.
He's just a regular human.
He's a regular human.
His brother is mutated.
Yep, his brother is mutated, so they survive. They can run faster, better agility, can survive the cold better. All this fun stuff. So his brother, saying he's not a throwaway, basically, shows him up. Has this. They run across this ice, which has these really beautiful whales. I mean, the artwork. At the end, great. When they're watching the whales kind of flop around or whatever, not flop around, but break through the ice is amazing. And basically his brother kind of helps him out and proves to the other mutated people, I guess, per se, that he is worthy or something, worthy of their acceptance.
Yeah, I would totally agree with that. Yeah. I'm 1,000% agreeing with you. I think the animation style of this one is just, man, it's so good, dude. It's just fantastic.
I'd love to watch. I know there are ones out there, but I'd love to watch a whole series just on this kind of style.
Yeah,
would be
awesome.
I
mean, I would love a whole drove out story based on these two brothers. Would be fantastic.
Oh yeah. Oh, you could say that for lots of these.
Oh yeah, I would take one on most of these, but this one in particular, just because of the animation style.
Mm-hmm.
How much I enjoy a really good drawn on like animated, but this is just the drawing work of this is just so fantastic, and then the style is great.
Okay. I'm gonna ask you, what does not crack your top 5?
Good Hunting.
Good Hunting. Okay, I'll agree with you there. It was for me, it was between Good Hunting and I would say Snow in the Desert.
Okay.
And I just rewatched Good Hunting 2 last week, and it is so good, man. I get this is the one I got confused for whatever reason on that other one.
I'm with you. I had these two. Those are my two that were
Sucker Souls. I think I got confused. Yep.
Were fighting me hard. I'm with you between 6 and 5.
Okay.
So because like I said, I didn't have mine really ranked 1 through 26, but I did kind of put them that way when I placed them on my tier list. But like, man, they're both so good in such separate ways. Snow in the Desert is another one that's live action mixed with CGI, right, and really good makeup work. But like, man, Good Hunting is it's hard because that fucking story is just
that story is awesome. It's
heartbreaking.
Mm-hmm.
The style's great. The story is great. It's just, man, I don't know, man. Dude, that's just it's a really good story.
So Good Hunting, yeah. I mean, it's hard to explain even.
Yeah, I mean, the guy. So he's like a demon hunter of sorts, really, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he hunts down this. He's got a son, and they're going to hunt down a demon, and they find her, and eventually they kill her, but she has a pup, and she can turn into like this like fox type character.
Yeah.
And he kills her while she's trying to protect her daughter, which is talking to his son.
Yeah.
And then the son hides the daughter from his father so he doesn't kill him.
Yep.
And then they become friends throughout their lives.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually he moves away to the city.
Yep. His dad passes away, and yep.
Yeah. And there's like machines and all this stuff, and then she gets like kidnapped, right?
Yeah.
By like this really fucked up like mob type character, right? And like he can't get his dick hard unless she's mechanical. So he starts chopping her up and makes her like into a mechanical robot. And then like then she finally goes back to the boy who's now a grown man, and he like helps her become this like wolf again, this fox again, like through like tinkering, because he becomes this like engineering master in his own right. And it's such an in-depth story. It's hard, like you said, it's really hard to explain because you really have to watch it, because it is just it's a beautiful story. It's heartbreaking, but it's beautiful at the same time. So it's a really good one. Yeah. The animation style is pretty good. It's not my favorite, but it's good.
No, it's a little more basic.
Yeah, it's pretty cliche. It's like just that the basics
it's
better
your
word.
It's your anime. It's your normal anime, I would say. At least probably one of the closer ones to when you think of anime. That's usually this is kind of the artwork you think of.
Yeah.
So.
Watch it though.
Oh,
it's
awesome.
So good, man. Such a good one.
And then number 5, I got Snow in the Desert.
Yeah, Snow in the Desert.
You got Snow in the Desert too.
Yep.
So this is our top season 2 pick. You see this, a lot of these, our 2 bottom ones were both season 2, and there's only 8 episodes in season 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, versus 18 in the first season. So that was a little disappointing as well.
And the next closest one is Ice, right? Ice
and then drops down the Drowned Giant.
Oh yeah,
and then we got Pop Squad and Life Hutch. I mean, it's sprinkled in there, but
yeah, but it's definitely not. Yeah, this is definitely the peak of all of it. Was definitely Snow in the Desert.
Yeah,
and it's about an assassin, right?
Yes.
There's like bounties on him, and there's people trying to kill him, and there's a whole bunch of other crazy stuff that like happening while it's happening, and that's really good, man. I thought it was really well acted for a short story.
Yeah, it was.
And I actually thought the CGI and like some of the makeup work was pretty good too.
Oh, for sure.
And I don't know I haven't looked too deep into like where they get their funding from, but I'm sure Netflix, does their job funding this stuff too. But it was, man, this is another one of those ones where I want a series. I want a season of these, because he eventually gets like a girl that helps him like get away from these people that are hunting him. And that fight scene between all of them was so good. And it was like really entertaining to watch. And, but then you get her, like their quick story was just fantastic, because this guy's essentially like an immortal, and they want his DNA to like make everybody else immortals. Yep. And she comes and like works for this company that wants it too, right? And because then he can help save humans. But she's not doing it in a way that, right, like she wasn't there to like kill him. She was there to actually like just talk to him.
Sure.
But then she like saves him, but then she ends up being like, I don't know what you want to call her, like cyborg, I guess.
Yeah, she's weird.
Yeah, I don't know, but it was beautiful. I loved the ending of it, man. It's just I thought it was a great story. That's why it jumped right to the peak of it. I watched it back to back. I watched it and I immediately restarted and I watched it again.
I don't think I've seen it twice, so.
Yeah. Yeah, it's great. What do you have at number 4?
Don't ask me that.
I have the Secret
So
War.
these four, could switch through number 1, I think, on a feeling basis, maybe. At least 2 through 4 could,
2
anyways.
through 4 could switch, yeah. Because So I'll tell you what I have. All right, so I have. Where do you have the Secret War?
I think I go Lucky 13 Secret War suits Sony's Edge.
So I have Secret War suits Lucky 13 Sony's Edge.
Okay, so we got Lucky 13 and Secret War switch, or Lucky 13 and suits switched. Sorry.
Yeah. So like, and I'm good with those two. I definitely good with swapping Lucky 13 to 3 and suits to 2 and keeping Secret War at 4.
Okay.
If you're good with keeping Secret War at 4.
You mean? Yeah.
Because I Lucky 13, I feel like is one of the best like sci-fi space fighting things that I've ever seen out of any medium ever.
Okay. I love all of these. Secret War is one of those where it's like, is this a video game?
Yeah,
because I want to play it.
Yes.
Like, this is something that could legit be a video game and be the video game's story, and it would be awesome.
This setup as a video game would be so fantastic. Mm-hmm. So they're the Soviet Russians.
Yep.
And they're out in like Siberia in the wilderness, and they're fighting like these demon creatures.
Yep.
And they're like these just insane amount of monsters, and they're just like fighting them, and it's really hard to explain. That's all they're doing. They're just fighting like these demon creatures, and it's so good because most of the time when you see these types of stories, they're using modern weapons, you know. And it was just really cool to see this CGI animated style with like World War II weaponry, and I just really enjoyed it, subtitled and dubbed, because you can do both with this episode. So man, it's just, oh god, it's so good. It's such a fun, brutal episode because it's just, there's like no good end outcome of it because there's just so many of these monsters and these guys are fighting it and they're trying their hardest. It's just such a crazy episode.
It is. It is pretty darn crazy. Pretty darn good too.
Yeah. How long is it? Isn't it like 10 minutes or something like that?
Oh, it's definitely one of the longer ones in season 1.
It's one of the longer ones, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good, and it's good every minute of it's great too. I think these top 4. I think there's not a bad second of any of them, in my opinion.
Yeah. So Secret War is 16 minutes.
16 minutes, yeah.
Yeah, which
is
up there. Yeah, some of them, I guess I said 5 between 15. Some of these get 17 minutes. A couple
18,
of them,
right? One of them's like 18 or something like that, I think. But that's with the ending to its credits and stuff. So.
Yeah. I would say none of them are more than 15 minutes actual watch time. Yeah, Pop Squad and Snow in the Desert are both 18.
Yeah.
And then in season 1, it's Beyond the Aqua Rift, Sony's Edge at 17, and also Suits and Good Hunting at 17 as well. Shapeshifters are actually 16. Lucky 13's 15. Yeah, you see these longer ones obviously making it higher up the list just because there's more to them.
Yeah, better story, better driven out, stuff like that.
Yep.
Yeah, sure. And so Lucky 13, man. I mean, you had it. We kind of switched it around a little bit, but for me, man, like I know we both love sci-fi stuff and space shit. And
oh yeah.
This one, man, for this main character, she's a pilot, and they give her like this crappy old ship, who like everybody's died who's ever flown it, and she gets it, and then they make it out of one mission, but they end up making it out of like every mission. And
like, she gets offered upgrades, and she turns them down. She likes Lucky number 13.
Yep. And like her crew, she's constantly saving people, and like her crew is always the best because she has this old ship, and it's almost like her ship has a personality of its own because it's able to do things other ships can't do. It's a pretty insane. I never thought that I have emotions about a ship. Like in anything, it's like, because like towards the end, it almost like she gets shot down finally, and then they like go to blow up, but it doesn't blow up until it gets all the enemies on it, and it's like it almost like it knew, it was like waiting to self-destruct until it got all the enemies to save her captain and shit. So it was like a really crazy story, man. And then yeah, I just really enjoy that one a lot. I've watched it these top 3 I've watched so many times. It's not healthy.
Probably not.
Yeah. Along with Secret War. I mean, I've watched Secret War a bunch too, so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Secret War is great, man. So, going on to number 2, we got Suits. And this one will give you a bit of a tearjerk. I don't know, at least for me it did.
Yeah, me too, dude, definitely.
So, basically it's on, well, it looks like it's Saturn, right? I think at the end. So, they got these bubbles, protective bubbles with, if you've seen Infinity War, it's the same thing that they put over Wakanda. If the monsters push hard enough, they'll be able to break through. That's basically what happens, right? So these monsters, they get these what's called breaches. They break through, and these farmers have these mech suits basically that help them fight off these guys. And there's a big breach, anyways, a lot bigger than any other breach they've ever seen before. And there's just hundreds of these aliens, thousands of these aliens breaking through. They got these 3 suits protecting the front line, anyways. And they fight as well as they can. They're doing great until they run out of ammo. Get ammo reload. Shit seems to be going bad. They gotta retreat. One of the guys he sacrifices himself, goes out, gets his mech suit blown up, or blows his mech suit up to basically stop them. It was It was crazy, wild. It was awesome. But the job's not done. There's this giant alien that breaches through, basically. They gotta stop him. Obviously, the story. They do, but yeah, you just gotta watch it. It is
it's great, man.
Awesome.
Yeah, I love the monster, like alien type characters they're fighting too. That's a really cool style. Everything about this I thought was like, it was unique, and it kind of grabbed from other mediums at the same time. And it was like, but it had like, it's such a great like unique art style, and all of its stuff was just really well done. I mean, it's just, it was just really good. I really enjoyed it. I liked the reload package scene and stuff where like he was defending them while she was reloading and he was reloading. It was just this great scene, man, of these like people who are just trying to survive on this planet. And like you were talking about these monsters, these aliens breaching through this like wall, and it was just a really good story. Like you said, it meant just major like tearjerker because it just what it went into, because these people have families and they're farmers. They got these families and they're protecting their family and their farm from like these aliens, and it's just like this really good emotional sense of what you could grasp from it, and what they did with it was just really good. Suits, man.
Suits.
Yeah.
Number 2.
Number 1, man. I don't think there was any doubt about this one. It was, I think, always going to be Sonny's Edge.
Yeah, for us, anyways. Yeah. This is definitely the Holy Grail.
Dude, it's so.
It has the best twist done of any of these. Not many of them really have much of a twist, I guess. Beyond the Aqua Rift has a pretty big twist.
The Aquila Rift, Beyond the Aquila Rift, that one has one.
Yeah, keep calling it Aqua, whatever.
And the dump kind of had one a little bit, but
dump was more of a fun one.
Yeah,
it didn't feel as serious,
No, yeah. The dump was funny. It was morbid, but it was funny and shit.
It was fucked up, is what it was.
Yeah, definitely fucked up. But anyway, Sonny's Edge, man, was, God, dude. I don't know if you want to go ahead and it just.
Yeah. So Sony is that character in the middle there. Basically, what this is, what is it comparable to? So these fighters have these what do you call animals, or not animals, but have these crazy alien looking things. Anyways.
God, it's like a they put on a helmet and like a suit, and they're able to control these like giant animal creatures.
Yeah.
That are like mutated animal creatures. There's
no, they're not even. Really they don't even look like animals. That's why I said aliens.
Yeah, they're like big, weird, multiple arms and.
Whatever they need. Fighters. Champions, as you could say.
Yeah.
So as we put on this kind of telekinetic thing,
sit in like this thing, right? Yeah, like this chair.
Connects up. They get into a fighting arena, and they fight to the death. What is presumed to be, it wouldn't be the death for the humans. It'd be the death for the creatures probably. So they do that. They fight all the time. So Sony's Edge, she's got this history. No, she's been fucked up through her life or whatever, supposedly.
Her face is covered in scars, right?
Yep. She wins the fight. After the fight, there's this chick who works for this guy that originally wanted to buy Sony's alien creature thing. Creature. What call it?
Yeah.
By Sony's creature. Said no, obviously. They have this little moment, and then the girl kind of turns on her and presumably kills her. Shoves. She's also a mutant, it seems like. She's got some long ass fingers or something, sharp ones.
Yeah, it's like she's
stabs her through the head. The guy that wanted to buy, walks in, starts spitting his shit, and as she's presumably dying on the floor, she starts laughing, and he going, "What the hell is it?" And she kind of breaks it that her edge is that she's fighting for her life every time she gets into the ring, and basically busts through the glass thing that she thought was a creature, but really Sony. Sony is the creature, killing that girl and the guy, presumably, and getting her little revenge. It's quite awesome.
Yeah, it's such a man. Everything about that episode was just, oh man, it was just really well done.
For sure.
Yeah, God, dude, I've watched it so many times, dude. I can't get enough of this episode. This is one of those ones where I can't remember the director of this actually ended up getting jobs doing other things because of how good it was.
Oh, I'm sure.
I can't remember his name now, and I should have looked that up before we did this. But dude, I really enjoyed this one. Oh, man, this is one of those ones where, like, if you don't like CGI or animated stuff, but you're in to, like, I don't know, different things, like, watch this. I feel like this could change your perspective on that world, because it's so well done, and it gives you a whole new sense of, like, what the possibilities are away from actual, live action stuff.
Yeah.
Because it just you can't do, because if you were to do this with like live action and CGI, I don't feel like it would look as good. When you CGI the whole thing, when you animate CGI, it looks so good. So it's just one of those things. It's crazy. So yeah.
Directed by Dave Wilson.
Yeah. He did some stuff for the Avengers. And then
animation was by Blur Studio.
Yeah, he directed that Bloodshot movie with Vin Diesel.
Ooh, nice.
Which didn't get.
I haven't watched it yet, so I don't know how good.
Yeah, I haven't either. I mean, I know it doesn't have like the best reviews in the world, but I know.
It also came out. Another one of those movies that may have been affected by the pandemic. I don't know for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
So it's hard to say anything that came out between the beginning of 2020 to basically now, or just a couple months ago, anyways.
Yeah, but he's done a bunch of visual effects for like Star Wars games and just a bunch of stuff, man. Elder Scrolls games, and then when he did this, he got the director for this, and I think this is one of those ones that's going to help him in his career. Which, I mean, like I said, I feel like this was just so well done. You could tell that this is from a guy who's had a lot of experience doing things that were like successful. So,
yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's our list of Love, Death, and Robots. Our ranking list, anyways. Yeah, it was, as I said, all of these, even the tall grass and automated customer service had great stuff about it. The animations in both of them were amazing, flawless.
Definitely.
Stories just wasn't quite there.
Yeah,
I feel like the automated customer service thing was just more been there, done that type deal.
Yeah, and that's all that personal.
That's personal preference. Too, yeah, I could see Tallgrass being a little higher for other people. It honestly wasn't that bad. As you said, The Witness was a lot higher for you.
Yeah, so I mean, Fish Night too, right? So and it's just like there, and it's all on how what your taste is. I'm sure there's people out there that don't think that Sunny's Edge is as good.
No,
is like maybe even like Sucker of Souls might be their number one.
I could see, I see a lot of people picking when the Yogurt took over as number one. And as you said, Three Robots, was number one for a lot of people, which I could definitely see as well.
Yeah, there's and that's the thing about what was so good about this is, I mean, you have 26 episodes and none of them are the same. And I felt, I mean, like when that first season came out, I was just addicted. I was like, this is amazing that somebody does this, because it's, not too often do you get like mainstream stuff that's not for children that's like made like this, because these definitely aren't like kids stuff. Some of the stuff's a lot of it's like a heavy matter.
You can watch When the Yogurt Took Over for 6-year-olds, and that's about it.
Well, there's nudity in that one too.
Oh shit, there is. Maybe not.
Yeah, there's like some, I mean, animated nudity, right? But there's nudity in it.
Yeah, you're right.
Same with like Good Hunting has nudity in it.
Oh yeah.
Well,
anything from the first season. Everything from the second season, though, you can.
Yeah.
There's no nudity.
But depends on
that was fine.
Right. So it's just there's a lot of it that's, I don't know. I just feel like you don't get too many of that unless you want to watch like, Japanese anime. It's like the only time you can really get some of that stuff like that. That's for adults. That's animated or that's different. So.
For sure.
Well, yeah, all of it's good. I mean, like I said, even automated customer service, even the down ones it's all good. It's just on which ones you like more as your personal preference.
Sure. Well, that does it for this week. Thank you for listening and welcome back. Sorry we missed last week. Just personal lives, been getting busy. And honestly, it seems like other than recording these Wednesdays and posting them Wednesdays, we can't make it if we don't make that date, apparently.
Yeah.
It's tough doing anything outside of that, just especially in summertime, man. I mean, wintertime, I'll start pumping these puppers out because I won't be doing anything else. But I just want to be outside, man.
Well, wintertime, we'll have these and we'll have football and we'll have other things to do too. So,
yep.
We'll have some different stuff. So,
okay.
All right, everybody, have a good one. Take it easy.
Yes, sir.